All right, so that's it. I think we got it working right. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, American Truck Simulator. We've got the 1.50 update. It's interesting to say the least. So, anyways, after fighting to get this thing to run, I finally realized that not only did I have to delete all of the mods and all of the freaking files and cache and all that stuff, it was like, oh my god, just freaking delete the game and reinstall it. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't know. I don't even know why. So after going through this long process of deleting stuff and then getting rid of the game and then bringing it back in, it just wouldn't use my old account. It would use my account that I'd set up for beta that never had anything on it. And so I got into that account and it ran smooth, and I'm shocked, like, man, that's crazy. So now that that annoying thing is dealt with and I actually got into the game, so I don't have any mods. Obviously nobody probably has mods at this point in time because of the update. I still am running the Tobii eye tracker. It's working flawless, no problems there. Some things are different. Let me see. So we do have access to all the rework stuff that was updated. The changes in the game, a lot of those were UI elements for selecting things. You got some feedback now. You get a click sound when you click on stuff. They redid the menus to make that a little more helpful and easier for people to understand. But you know, who really cares about all that stuff? You know, the real stuff is the game running better? So I'm running at 3440 by 1440 because it's a driving sim and I like to play those on widescreen. It is running on high settings. The one thing I don't play around with is the mirrors and the shadow effects, so that stuff is on like ultra. It did not use the AMD what is this, frame generation, which sucks. Maybe I have to put it into Windows, because I know you can do AMD frame generation on a windowed mode, but it kind of defeats the purpose, right? Frame generation, I think we discussed before, really multiplies the it really multiplies the you can see some of the screen stuff there. It really multiplies the frames per second. And you know, with the frames per second, you really want high frames per second when you're driving. It just, the effects of it is ridiculous. So if I run it on like just general high settings at 125 to 150 resolution on a 3440 1440, it runs great. But when I want the clarity, right, so you see in the mirrors how clear they are, and how far back you can see, that these are the things that I can't compromise on. But what I can say is this is a Ryzen 5 CPU on an AM4 Plus socket. For those who know, you know, it's, you know, it's good pricing. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to step it up? Of course, but we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. It runs pretty good. Like it's, you know, it runs pretty good. The other thing would be that I run a what is this, a RX 70 7700 XT graphics, AMD graphics card, Radeon RX 7700, I believe XT. Runs pretty great. But if I'm going to run this stuff with any better quality at a higher frame rate, I can clearly see that it needs more. It needs more, whether I get a better GPU. Maybe I need a 7800 or a 7900, preferably a 7900. But then it's going to draw on the board, so you guys know. If you know, you know. So anyways, this is what I have. And I'm running 3440 by 1440. It runs great. You know, I could always lower the resolution, which I'm not going to do because that's just a waste. I can bring the other thing down from 150 to 100, and that should help things out. But anyways, just a few things can be done. Graphics wise, it's you know, each state is different. Like California, they did the rework there, San Francisco and stuff like that, and so it looks really good. I don't know, it's like whatever they're working towards, I can see it. I get it. The game's running pretty good. I don't know what you're gonna do if you're running less than, you know what I'm saying, like, because I require you know, I require some good stuff, and I'm in low end, you know, with the good stuff I have, so I need more. So if, you know, let's say you're 6600 Radeon RX 6600, I don't know how it's going to run. If you're running less than 6 cores, because I'm running a 6-core 12 thread right now, I'm going to swap it. I was going to swap this thing to, what was the next step? Was it an 8 or a 10? I got to make my next move. But anyways, 8 or a 10. So yeah, right. If you're running a 4, 4x4, 4x8, you know, I don't know how good it's going to run. You might have to run on low settings, medium settings. So those are the things that concern me. Now you get great frame rate, and that's everything. Frame rate is everything when you're playing these games, you know, because I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I just don't know how to explain it. It's great. You've got to have a high frame rate or you're just wasting your time. But other than that, yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. Now that being said, what is it that I'm expecting to come later? Okay, so they're still reworking certain areas. Obviously, Texas needs rework. A lot of the older states, the original states, need work. So let's just leave it there. Shaders, everything just needs more work. So I'm hoping that those are the things they come up to next. I'll be excited to hear about that. What else? I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of satisfied with the game. I don't know how you all feel out there, if you're satisfied with it. But I mean, of course, they could always add stuff like for more immersion or realism, right? We don't have dump trucks. We don't have dump truck routes. We don't have dump truck work. Like, you know, going to the rock quarry and getting rock and taking it to a job site and dumping it, and dumping it for real. Like, you know, you push the button, because you don't need but one button. We can't make it totally real. You're not going to put a PTO and all this stuff and switches and stuff in there. That's too much. But for the sake of just pushing the button, we push T to drop a trailer. We can push T to raise the bed and T to drop the bed. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, hello, dump trucks. And then even box truck work. And then I've saw some other people modding, the modding community. Maybe they can incorporate, you have to push a button before you back up to a dock. And then the dock doors could sometimes randomly be open or just closed. But then when you back up to the dock, before you back up, you can open up the doors by pushing a key. and then back up, and then you've completed. This could be like a part of the skilled parking. You know what I'm saying? It's just immersion. We're talking immersion here. Somebody made a mod with people walking and crossing the street. That's pretty good for immersion. But I would say keep refining. Like to me, I want to see more refined processing of the game. Like, can we get it running on multiple cores? Can we get I don't know, can you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can get the great looks out of it and still be able to run great frame rates, you need at least 60 frames per second to enjoy the game, and that's like the beginning stages. You really want 80, 90 to 100 frames per second and then some. That's when you really start enjoying the game, and it just feels so immersive. But there's settings, extra settings that they have, I find them to be more immersive. So, and then key binding everything to the wheel setup. The only other thing I would say is that there are 2 new wheel sets that are built for trucking that came out. One by HOPI maybe or something. I don't know the company. And then the other company, which is a direct drive company, was them. It's not Moza, but it's one of those other companies. They did. Oh, is it Moza? It might be Moza that made a truck wheel. So I would say those things, the peripherals, would be awesome to incorporate. So maybe looking at more peripherals for the game, and then just adding more ways to play it. Like that dump truck would be 1 in a million. The opening up your doors on your tractor, 1 in a million. Like, you got to do these things because these help the immersion. What else? I mean, I don't know. It's a great update. It's a great update. I got to start from scratch because I just deleted everything. But I found while I was playing it, I just wanted to keep driving it, and I wanted to keep tweaking the settings, and I wanted to keep driving. And so yeah, I'm gonna say it's a great update. I don't know, if you have the game, I hope you've updated. I hope you're in the game. I hope you're enjoying it. And I'm waiting for the mods to get updated so I can get some mods in here. But other than that, I don't know. It's a great update. I guess we'll wait for Nebraska to come out. We'll have to pay for that. Just see what else they got up their sleeve. Maybe we can see bus jobs here, bus route jobs, city bus, tour bus, school bus, dump trucks, box trucks, man, I don't know, just anything, even hot shot driving, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we could see that incorporated too. I don't know. That's a lot, but I don't know. The point is, gotten to 1.5, and it's looking pretty good. I'm impressed, and I can't wait to see what else they got cooking and what else they're going to bring to the game. But other than that, man, yeah, get in the game, check it out.